Hi, I'm Marcus from Marcus Language Academy, and today I like to talk about the declension of adjectives. And it's a quite interesting topic, and I'm pretty sure that you have already seen many examples in my mini stories from my course for beginners. If you want to see how I use mini stories and colors and images to teach you German for beginners, just click on the first link down in the description. So let's get started. First, please remember that in German we have cases like nominative, what is the subject in the sentence, accusative, what is the direct object, and dative, what means the indirect object. And as well in German we have different kind of genders. So masculine article is der. And now let's make an example sentence with the following words. Der Vater, the father, der Sohn, the son, der Ball, the ball. And let's use the adjective klein, small, to build a sentence here. So let's see what's happening. Der kleine Vater gibt dem kleinen Sohn den kleinen Ball. So the small father gives the small son the small ball. So like you see, our adjective klein has different endings. And in nominative we will add an I. Okay? So we use der and then the adjective with I at the end. So please remember this. In accusative, because there is a change in the article, we will add en because it's not anymore der. So we will say den kleinen Ball. The same thing in dative, because here it's dem, there's a change from der to dem. We also will add en, dem kleinen Sohn. Okay. So let's jump to the neuter. Neuter means das. Das Kind, das Pferd, das Brot. The kid, the horse, the bread. And again we will use our adjective klein. So let's see our sentence. Das kleine Kind gibt dem kleinen Pferd das kleine Brot. Okay, with das it's the same thing, because we have the original article, so we just add the I. And an accusative as well, because there is no change in the article, it's still das. So we add I. So das kleine Kind or I and das kleine Brot. But in dative again we change our article and so we add en to the adjective, dem kleinen Pferd. The feminine article in German is die. For example, in die Mutter, die Tochter, die Puppe, the mother, the daughter, the doll. And let's see our sentence. Die kleine Mutter gibt der kleinen Tochter die kleine Puppe. So something similar to the neuter article. So in nominative and accusative there is no change in the article. So we add simple the I to the adjective. But in dative there's a change, so we say der. And we need to add en to the adjective. So here it becomes der kleinen Tochter. In plural, it's a little bit different story. So here, for example, we have die Eltern, die Kinder, die Sachen, the parents, the children and the things. And the sentence is the following. Die kleinen Eltern geben den kleinen Kindern die kleinen Sachen. So actually it's quite easy, but we need to remember that every adjective will add en. We don't care if we have nominative, accusative or dative. So just remember die kleinen Eltern, die kleinen Sachen, die kleinen Kinder. Okay, that is for the definite article. Let's see the indefinite article and let's jump to the masculine. And the sentence goes as follows. Ein kleiner Vater gibt einem kleinen Sohn einen kleinen Ball. So there's a little change in nominative because ein doesn't have any ending and doesn't give any information about the case and the gender. So we need to add this information to the adjective. So we add er, so ein kleiner Vater, to the adjective. And this originally comes from the article der. Okay? And in accusative and dative, it's a little bit the same story like with the definite article, because here we have an ending and it's a change to nominative, and so we add again en. So it will become einen kleinen Ball and einem kleinen Sohn. For neuter, the sentence is the following. Ein kleines Kind gibt einem kleinen Pferd ein kleines Brot. In nominative and accusative, the indefinite article is ein, no information. So we add es to the adjective to see the information. And in dative, it's again, there's einem, we have an ending, and so we add en to the adjective. In feminine, something similar. Eine kleine Mutter gibt einer kleinen Tochter eine kleine Puppe. Okay, eine already has an at the end, but we also add just to the adjective. The same thing in accusative. Okay, and in dative we have einer, so it changes, no, and so we need to add again en. Okay, so it's einer kleinen Tochter. In plural there's no indefinite article, but we could say kein. No, kein means something we know or any. Okay, so the sentence could be: Keine kleinen Eltern geben keinen kleinen Kindern keine kleinen Sachen. So no small parents give no small children no small things. And here it's the same story like before. We have an ending like in nominative and accusative and dative in the article, so we just simply add en to our adjective. But there's one more thing, because sometimes we don't use any article and then we have the adjective and the noun. So what happens here? That means our sentence becomes: Kleiner Vater gibt kleinem Sohn kleinen Ball. Small father gives small son small ball. And we have no information because we have no article, so we need to add the information to our adjective. So in nominative it becomes kleiner, in accusative it becomes kleinen because it comes from den, and in dative it becomes kleinem because it comes from dem. And the same thing applies for the neuter article. So kleines Kind gibt kleinem Pferd kleines Brot. No information, so we need to add those information to the adjective. Feminine, same thing. Kleine Mutter gibt kleiner Tochter kleine Puppe. No, we need to add the information. And in plural, we do exactly the same thing. Kleine Eltern geben kleinen Kindern kleine Sachen. So there you have to be careful because it's not always the en. Okay, so that's all, and here you have it all again together. If you like, just maybe take a screenshot and so you can print it out or just hang it to your wall. And please remember that in German we also have a fourth case. It's called genitive, but it's not quite common to use it. And so in my course for beginners, I don't talk too much about the genitive, but here you have it as well. And here again we have our pot, and what is inside the pot. It's quite possible that our adjective will have an in the end. Just be careful with the indefinite article ein and when you don't have articles, but it's not so frequent that we don't have articles. And what is outside of our pot, in general you can add en and most of the time it will work. Okay, that's all for now. I really hope that you enjoyed my video about the declension of adjectives, and I'm looking forward to see you again in my next video, and thanks again for watching.